hiding from the light. Secrets buried in the coldest ground. We're digging deep where the truth is found. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it Whispers echo in the darkened halls. Faint confessions on the paper walls. Every victim deserves their say. We're here to chase the night away. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it Unseen crimes, they thought they'd won, but the fight for truth has just begun. Every clue, every trace, bringing evil face to face.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Everybody like my new intro? Thanks to Justin. He is awesome and made that song for me last night. He made a few of them and they were all amazing. But that one, like, man, I was dancing in my chair. Were you guys dancing? Is this vertical or you guys like it? Thank you. Thank you. Love it. Awesome. Am I up and down or am I this way? Streamline is causing problems. Oh no. Yeah, Justin did a great job. Am I vertical or am I horizontal? Like which way am you're horizontal? Oh my God. That's good, right? Shan, and what's the other one showing? Is the other one showing? I'm okay to you too? All right. So StreamYard did another update where basically, I'm sorry, I have to go through this. They're aggravating. So at least once or twice a week, they drive me insane. I just checked the other live. This is the good one. Awesome, Shan. Thank you, Shenanigans. Thank you. Awesome. All right. Well, long story short, they did an update and they told me to click on make it vertical or do it horizontal. It said it's option for both. So it said this is the one I should click on when I knew I should have clicked on horizontal, but whatever. So hopefully it stays this way. Hi, welcome in, guys. I know this is like a spur of the moment live. I just wanted to hang out with you guys today because I abruptly ended the live yesterday because I was a crybaby. And I really do. I take these cases to heart. And sometimes it just gets too much for me that I just have to just go. Like, I just got to go. And that's what happened yesterday. Today, I got my big girl panties on, and we're going to do this live. But I want to welcome everybody in. Hi, Fred and Shilson. Hi, Haley. Good to see you. I'm going to go over that PDF you sent me is great. Hello, Cave Windsor. Hello, Joanne, Shy, Diane, my awesome friend Jules, my awesome friend Shenanigans. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Darlene, hi. Thank you, Tammy. Everybody, you guys are great. Marlene, I think, is up there. Good to see all of you. Welcome in to Daphne's Case Files. Again, this is I decided to do a live. I wanted to go live with you guys. I got my bronzer on today. You guys see? I got some cheekbones back. We got our first snow of the day. Just the dusting, wasn't too much, thank God. So I've been working all day. I got my big blueberry sweatshirt on and I'm comfy, and let's get going with the stream, right, guys? Yeah. Well, everybody, you got your big girl panties on too. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you. You guys are amazing. So let me clear out some of these darn things here. My computer's like, you're running out of storage. You're running out of storage. I'm like, well, just hang on a little bit longer. So I'm about to clear out the computer later on tonight, I guess. So first off, thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. Mr. Mathtel, I'm just going to call him Daniel. I'm not going to be mean. Daniel responded back a couple times on Facebook today to somebody. I want to go ahead and read those off to you. People asked some questions. I'm not going to pull up the Facebook thread. I'm just going to read what he wrote. I also want to, Miss Haley had sent me an awesome PDF over, and I want to go over that as well. So are we all set, ready to go? You guys hit that thumbs up for me. Thank you so much. All right, you guys are amazing. Thank you. So here we go. I'm going to go and pull these up for us here in my Gmail. And let me pull them up before I do this. Okay, let's see if this works today. Guys, I swear I'm always yelling at StreamYard. All right, yep, it's got 2 people on here. All right, there we go. StreamYard thinks I should have another person on here with me, I guess. Okay. So somebody had posted, and they said, you know, Daniel follows this. There's a Facebook group, and it's called Uncensored, Jack and Lilly Uncensored. Some of you might be, hi, Kelly, good to see you. Hi, thank you. Some of you might be a part of this Facebook group. Some of you might have never heard of it, but I'm a part of it. And my dog just stole my food. Oh, I just thought about our Jules stream when the computer died. Oh my gosh, you were awesome, Jules. Thank God you were here, because that was my fault. My stinking battery. I have to have, you guys are going to die. Short story before we get started. This is my daughter's school laptop, right, from college. And, you know, a lot of you know, my daughter went to school to be like a psychologist, right? So she's got a lot of cool stuff on here. Like I should actually go over it with you guys one day if she'll. I'm sure she wouldn't mind some stuff from when she studied. And but her charger is so messed up that I have to have the charging cable a certain way or it won't charge. It won't charge the laptop. And I had no idea, like, and it died. And Jules, man, she did awesome. Like, she held the stream down, thank God. But right now I have the charging cable literally duct taped to the wall so it'll charge the computer. Isn't that crazy? You have no clue how to follow on Facebook. It's okay. I'll read it off to you guys. All right, mods, you guys are awesome. Our mods are in blue with wrenches. If you guys have any questions, feel free to your phones that way. I had one like that too, with the charging like that. If you guys have any questions, our mods are in blue with the wrenches. So let's go over here. So this is Dan. Somebody had said something to him. Daniel says, first of all, I don't follow this page that closely. Like, he was mad because someone had said that he's always watching, right? And he says, second of all, this group basically attacks me at every turn if I was only to answer questions in my own defense. So somebody had written, and they said, I'm sure Daniel's not going to answer this because he only answers certain questions, like he picks and chooses, right? So that's why he said, second of all, this group attacks me every turn. So basically, that's why he only answers certain questions in my own defense, which is understandable. He said, I'd have to answer every question that everybody asks, which I completely agree. Like, that's a lot of fucking questions, right? He says this group has become a breeding ground for hatred, which a lot of it is very you've got everybody in there, right? You've got like what 35,000 people in there, like 35,000 different personalities, right? Wouldn't it be easier to try to message me personally with theories so I can give a breakdown on why it's not possible or perspectives into feasible angles that may not be explored? And I can bring more leads for investigators. With that being said, all the accusations and insane theories bring light to the inner workings of one's own mental health. You sit there attacking me without knowing who I am as a person. I'm not an evil monster, but social media seeks views. I put myself in the spotlight because if I don't, who will for Lilly and Jack? I could hide like everyone else, but I say no. Lilly and Jack deserve to be found. I noticed that these aren't capitalized, like their names aren't capitalized anymore. No matter what cost. I put my life out there knowing I would face relentless onslaught. That's just ended there. What do you guys think about that? Hi, Trail Hiker. Hi, good to see you. Yeah, you need to get your doggos up there. Yes, it's a lot of people, right, Diane? It's a lot of people, a lot of different personalities. But the thing is, and I'm not going to be mean or anything like that. I'm just going to give my honest opinion on it, right? Now, I've always said I'm not a statement analysis, but I know simple English, simple grammar. Like, why not capitalize their names, right? He did it twice. It's not an accident. It's not an accident that you didn't capitalize their names, right? You bothered to put two explanations, but you didn't bother to capitalize on two human beings' names. That's quite odd to me. Now, I'm not trying to pick on Daniel or anything like that, right? Now, I know he is a part of the group, and I'm sure that he reads everybody's comments or everybody's statements, because he's even replied to Callie, who has really went hard on him, which that's her right, as a human. But he does follow it, guys. He follows it, and he knows that he gets attacked. Now, he does say I'd have to answer every question in this group, which that's a lot of questions. And he says, try to message me, right? So message him, right? And maybe ask him about some theories. I wonder if I messaged him, if he would answer me. Guys, I'm actually going to see if I can cancel that other live now that, yes, Chris Watts said he wasn't a monster either. Exactly. I'm going to, give me just a second. I'm going to see if I can cancel that other live. That way people aren't confused. Give me 1 second. So we're not on this one. I hope okay. I deleted that one. And we're still cool, right? Like we're still on? All right. We're still on. Like we're still on? Ooh, I can hear myself on there. So I guess we are. It's to sharpen our detective skills. Yeah, there you go. I know. So I canceled that other live. So no, I should have done that as soon as we started. All right, guys. So let's look. So do you think, honestly, that Daniel would reply to me if I asked a question? Do you think that he would reply to me if I asked, just an honest question or helped with some theories? Do you think he would reply to me? I don't know. He did say something to me back like 4 months ago when he told me that I was incorrect with the children not being seen at the mall. They were literally across the street at the Dollarama. And then he replied to correct me about the 911 call, that it was before 10 o'clock. But I was right on that because it was 10:01 when she called. So Now, he said that Malaya didn't use his phone, but I don't know. I don't know about that. You know me. I think all three know what happened, but that's my thoughts on this. I think a lot of what happened is similar to the case that we looked over last night. So he says, reach out to him with some theories and see if he can break down on why it's not possible or perspectives into feasible angles. That's kind of strange, right? Like, I know there's a lot of crazy theories and stuff out there. Well, I'm not even going to say crazy because even the craziest ones could be true. You just don't know. But most of the time with these cases, it's the most simplest of explanations just from experience, just from experience. He continues to say, with that being said, all the accusations and insane theories bring light to the inner workings of one's mental health. So is he talking about his mental health or our mental health? What do you guys think? Is he talking about our mental health or his own mental health? You lost the feed? Did it kick anybody else off? Oh, you were probably in the other stream, Diane. For some reason, StreamYard made 2 streams. I don't get it. Yeah, he says he's not an evil monster, but social media seeks views. I put myself in the spotlight because if I don't, who will for Lilly and Jack? But the thing is, their bio grandmother is out there. And a lot of other people are too. But the thing is, Daniel, it's not that you're just talking about Jack and Lilly. You're feeding everything else too. You know what I mean? All right, let's go to the next one. Now, someone had posted this original message from a while back, right? This is the one where he speaks about Malaya. I love her more than anything. Oh my gosh. I wish this computer would work with me. I love her more than anything. That will never change. I am waiting for the chance to relive our first date over waterfalls and a walk on Big Island Beach. With the Daniel you first met, she knows what that means. Now, for some reason, this one triggered him. I don't know why, because someone had just was asking about this, right? Someone was just asking about this, but something about this triggered him, which I thought was kind of interesting. He says, you do understand that message is from 2 days after Malaya and her family abandoned, look, the search for Lilly and Jack. You notice how he puts Lily's name first again, and then Jack's name, but again, both lowercase for their names, but took the time out to put 2 exclamation marks. That's like Daniel's signature mark is the 2 exclamation marks, right? RCMP have known about the message for 6 months, and the message has been brought up 100 times. So what? Who cares? Who cares about the message? It was there. You've written in text a lot of messages. Why this one, Daniel? Why does this one stand out to you so much? Just curious. Just curious. Is he embarrassed by writing that to her? All right, next. Somebody named DP or something. It was so weird. So Daniel's mad, right? This one's really, really heated, okay? Daniel's mad. Why? He is responding. Did you guys watch my live last night with Kiki, with Wade's daughter? Yeah, same shenanigans, same. So remember the message that Kiki wrote? She is now famous on YouTube and Facebook with this case. Kiki is the daughter of Wade, and Wade is the boyfriend of Cindy, who is Malaya's mother, right? So Daniel got really upset about what Kiki said, and this is his response. It's kind of all over the place, right? He said, yeah, the father that never paid child support for her. So this is kind of confusing because I'm thinking the father that never paid child support for her. Is he speaking about Malaya's father, Henry? Or is he speaking about Kiki's father, which would be Wade, right? He continues to say, has no driver's license because of it. So you realize if you don't pay child support, you lose your driver's license, correct? Right? They'll also garnish your wages if you are behind on child support, which I believe Daniel is as well. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, but think about it. If it's the kid's bio dad, why did he say child support for her? I mean, it could be the bio father for Jack and Lilly. Absolutely. He's losing it here in this message. He continues to say, also refuses to work because he doesn't want to have his wages garnished because of not paying it. These are the individuals you hold in high regards. I'm not perfect, but Fork, I continue to raise awareness. I did abuse Lilly and Jack in any way. I think he meant to say I didn't abuse Lilly and Jack, but he wrote I did abuse Lilly and Jack in any way. And as for Kiki, your false claims render yourself dissolved down to the basic form of straight unintelligence, or unintelligent, he says. There's no closets in the house. So how is your statement you fabricated, even forking, having any validity to it, right? Again, another attempt to paint me as evil because I have nothing to do with the disappearance. So let's attack Daniel. Now look at his name. His name is lowercase as well. In the public eye. If we paint him as evil person, then everyone will gravitate to automatically thinking he's guilty, right? False claims like yours, Kiki, take away from the case and paint a false narrative directly at me. Truly heartbreaking. I'm the closest thing to a parent that Jack and Lilly will ever have. I don't hide, and I've been trying to raise awareness. I'm not perfect, but I'm not evil. And then someone said, you mean you didn't abuse? Proofread, they said underneath. Do you think Daniel reads his messages before he hits that send button? I'm just curious, guys. Do you think, yeah, Freudian slip. Yeah, Darlene, I'm pretty positive. Absolutely. I agree. Yeah. In my opinion, Diane, yes. I believe so. I believe so. Because Canada is similar to the United States, maybe not as strict, but if a parent chooses or does not work, they have children and do not pay their child support, they will get their money one way or another. They will have back pay, and they'll lose their license, basically, right? So my question is, wouldn't you think Daniel? So my picture of Daniel, when I see Daniel, like he seems like the person who wants to look good in everybody's eyes, in my opinion. Like he doesn't want anybody to look down or talk down on him. just from what I've seen, right? Nobody really wants anybody to look down on them. That's one of the worst feelings a human being could feel, is when we are not accepted by our peers. Not being accepted by our peers, and when someone looks down on you and you don't feel accepted, that's a bad feeling, right? And it seems like for Daniel, that's a really harsh feeling because he seems to try to be the hero in the story, right? Just from what I've seen, of him. And this tells me like he has to proofread his messages before he sends them out. But what I'm looking at is how he doesn't put, like, maybe he just doesn't care. I don't know. He does absolutely put the 2 exclamations, right? But he doesn't, I don't see any commas or anything in here. Oh, here's a comma. So he has a comma in here. He has 2 oh my gosh, marks, right? And a lot of these. He even has like a little apostrophe up here. So why put his name and the children's name several times in lowercase? That's weird, right? And then not proofread it. So that's just very odd to me, right? Welcome, guys. Welcome in. I'm back. Had a phone call from my sister. Aw. Say hi, sister. So this is an older message from Daniel, right? Oh my gosh, if it'll actually work for me. He says media okay, I'm gonna start here. He's talking about the media, right? He says Malaya is not doing media. They have a lawyer that is the chief's brother. So today there was an issue. I'm not going to show it. I'm just going to go over it. Someone was saying something about this, right? Daniel, excuse me, I just drank a lot of Sprite. Daniel had mentioned that the children were granted status as soon as the disappearance happened, but were denied multiple times in the past. Meadow was not granted status. So somebody who is a band member was on Facebook today, and they basically told Daniel, look, you're born into it, right? You're born into becoming a member. That's what they said. And then they said, oh my gosh, it was something else too. I don't want to show their stuff because it's personal, but I'm thinking, you don't just get status, right? Like these people were trying to make it seem that the reserve had the children, right? So it seems like when this whole thing started, right, this was already dropping with Daniel. If you see what I'm saying, it was dropping a seed. See, they have a lawyer that is the chief's brother from the reserve. She belongs to, talking about Malaya. See how he capitalized Lilly here, but didn't capitalize Jack. I just think that's weird. He said Lilly and Jack were granted as soon as the disappearance happened, but were denied multiple times in the past. Capitalizes Meadow, right? You have to actually capitalize Meadow because, like, when you write out Meadow, you have to capitalize it, or else it'll put lowercase, because when you say meadow, it thinks you're talking about a meadow, right? Lilly and Jack are names, right? So, well, Lilly with 2 L's, a name. If you're using Lily with like 1 L, then you might think it's a flower, right? So anyway, so he had to go in and actually capitalize Meadow. I know that for a fact. So why not capitalize Jack and then not capitalize Lilly and Jack in the other post? There's something I noticed. Hi, Daphne. Everyone on at the same time. Interesting. Who else is on? Who else is live? It's okay. It's okay. All caps for start sentences. Yeah. Yeah, it's just very odd to me. All right, we are going over to something really interesting that Miss Haley made, and I think you guys will find it very interesting. Give me just a second to pull it up. I didn't realize 100 people were on. It's okay. We can all, like, everybody can watch later or whatever. I'm not going to remove the, I'm not going to remove it. So let's see here. Let me find her. Where is your thing, Miss Haley, that you sent me? Give me a second. Let me pull it up here. Give me just a second. Okay, I'm going to pull your name up and hopefully it comes up. I just had it. Oh, dear God, please have it. That's not it. Hold on, guys. Let me send it to myself. I feel stupid. I was just reading it before I went live. Give me just a second. Maybe it's stuck here. There we go. Let me email it to myself so it's right in the front. I get a million emails, so. Okay, PDF. There we go. Behavioral profile of asbestos. Okay, let's go. There we go. All right, refresh. Come on. Oh my gosh, guys, the dog had another tick on her today. It's so bad. Like she had one on her leg this time. It was the first time she's ever had one on her leg. All right, come on. You should have that email by now. There we go. Okay. Pop up. There we go. All right, guys. This is called, hit that thumbs up. Yes, thank you. So check this out. This is, there we go. So Miss Haley made this. She is amazing. Behavioral profile of a suspected murderer, right? And now we're not saying anybody's a murderer, right? This is just an analysis done by Miss Haley. Oh, Charmaine's live. Yeah, no, I know she's live. She was going earlier, but she had the same issues I did, so hers started a little bit late. It's okay. Everybody can join later or whatever. Okay, so behavioral profile of a suspected murder, right? This is just a case summary. It says this report examines the behavioral golly, come on, Jennifer, talk today. Characteristics and psychological indicators of a male, so of a stepfather, right? Involved in the disappearance of a male and female victim whose bodies have not been recovered. The suspect demonstrates traits consistent with narcissistic, antisocial, and manipulative behavior, alongside a history of domestic abuse and substance misuse. Okay. Justin's on now too with Jack and Lilly. We all should have just freaking joined each other's freaking live, I guess. Is Justin on with Jack and Lilly right now, guys? Hold on one second. Brian, is Justin on with Jack and Lilly? I didn't know he was on. Oh, he's got Michael on, yeah. Oh my gosh. I was so glad they finally did it. Hey, and I want to talk about that real quick. You know that the suspect, yeah, with Michael Vaughn, you know that the suspect, right, in the Michael Vaughn case, you know they took polygraphs and passed them, right? You know they passed their polygraphs. Do you remember that? If you guys remember that, put a 1 in the chat. Poor little Michael. Like, it's just crazy. If you guys remember the Michael Vaughn case, and you remember the suspects, right? Stacy, that the 3 people that were suspect, was it 3 or 4 suspects? You guys remember that, right? They took polygraph. Stacy passed his. I think his name is Stacy, right? Stacy Wandra. Yep. He passed the polygraph. So even though that we have our suspects here in this case passed a polygraph, doesn't mean shit because it can't 4 total. Thank you, Bittersweet. I knew it was 3 or 4. I couldn't. Just because they took a polygraph doesn't mean anything, right? It doesn't mean anything. I don't even know why they do them, really. Because, and some people make it seem like, oh, it's the best thing in the world. No, it can't even be used in a court of law. But you know what can be used in a court of law? If a cadaver dog, a human remains dogs, yeah, it believes his own life. If human remains dogs or a tracking dog finds evidence, do you know that evidence that those canines find can absolutely be used in a court of law, but a polygraph absolutely cannot. That's crazy, right? So I don't even know why they do polygraphs. In my opinion, they should have one of those canine German shepherds sit next to these assholes and then see if they lie. But that's just my opinion. Anyways, Miss Haley made this up and she worked hard on it, and I want to read this over to you. It says case summary, and I'm just going to read it over to you guys again. It says the report examines the behavioral characters. I cannot talk tonight, man. Whatever, dude. Psychological indicators of a male suspect stepfather involving the disappearance of a male and female victims whose bodies have not been recovered. The suspect demonstrates traits consistent with narcissistic, antisocial, and manipulative behavior alongside a history of domestic abuse and substance abuse. The purpose of this report is to interpret the suspect's actions, statements, and demeanor in order to construct a behavioral profile that may assist in understanding his psychological state and potential culpability. I think that says. I need glasses so bad. Well, I have them, but they're downstairs. I don't feel like walking a mile to go downstairs. Observed behaviors, guys. It says the following behaviors and statements have been recorded or observed in connection with the suspect. Number 1, participates in a press conference and public searches before a body has been found. Number 2, frequently covers or touches his face when discussing the victim or mentioning her name. 3, provides inconsistent accounts of the events surrounding the victim's disappearance. Number 4, speaks of the victims in past tense despite their official status as missing. Number 5, overemphasizes his love and closeness with the victims despite a known history of physical abuse. Number 6, expresses eagerness to divert attention by offering misleading or false information. Number 7, asks investigative authorities probing questions, apparently to obtain inside knowledge. Number 8, claims special insight into case and attempts to correct public narratives. Number 9, portrays himself as a victim when questioned or accused. Number 10, was the last person confirmed to have seen the victims alive. Number 11, states that the police won't find the body on my land. Number 12, has a documented history of drug abuse, impulsivity, and domestic violence. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, you pass a polygraph believing your own. Exactly. Pretty greasy up your way. Pretty greasy. People forgetting how to drive in the snow. Oh my gosh. People can't drive here in the sun. Oh, is Finding Solace here? Hi, how are you, honey? Good to see you. I hope you're having a nice time. Yeah, I was talking to her today. I said, I'd rather it snow than have the ticks. And then I'm like, snow or ticks? I don't know which one I like worse. Yeah, I knew what you meant, honey. I knew what you meant. Thank you. All right, next is victimology. So we could kind of tell who this is built on, right? So we know this is built on, you guys know, I don't have to say it, right? So she did the analysis on our good friend Daniel here. This is just an analysis of him, just his statements and body language and stuff like that, and facts that she put together. And this is what it came out to be. Victimology. The victim's background reveals a pattern of neglect. This is talking about Jack and Lilly. A pattern of neglect, rejection, and physical abuse. often perpetrated by the suspect, right? The victim's vulnerability, dependence, and prior exposure to the domestic control indicated the offender may have maintained a long-term psychological dominance over them in their short lives, such as relational dynamics frequently precede domestic homicides in which the offender views the victim as a possession rather than a person. Now, in my opinion, I believe that Daniel viewed Malaya as a possession. Oh yes, use a cutter. Yeah, I definitely need to do that, Esley. Like, it's just so bad. I try to do the yard, and oh, check that out. Look, my daughter's little squishy chicken thing. I put in one of her. I didn't know it lit up like that. Oh, it's hurting my eyes though. Yeah, it's so bad. Like, I try to clean up the yard, and then there's like 5 million leaves the next day. It's just crazy. Peanuts. Yeah, there you go. If you lie, the dog bites your peanuts. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they need to do that. Put 2 big German Shepherds next to the person that is doing the lie detector, right? And the dog will know if they're lying because they can feel their tension, right? They're like, "Arr!" And then let the dog bite the peanuts. Or if they don't have the peanuts, then let the dog. Or I'm just going to stop while I'm ahead. Right? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Haley did this up. She did a really good job. Right? She always does these. Wanted to put me and Canine Gator in a room with him. Yeah, exactly. It is better than a lie detector. I'm telling you, Jules said, like, literally, when you go into these cases with your dogs, you don't want to know anything about it. You want to know, the less you know, the better, because your dog will feel like I'm just going to say vibrations. Your dog feels your vibrations, right? Can feel your tension, can feel your stress, can feel if you're biased or whatever, right? So the one-eyed snake, yeah, there you go. University of Pennsylvania actually did a test with canines and people lying. Apparently dogs can tell when someone is lying because they emit a different pheromone. I have heard that. Why don't they use dogs instead of machines? I'm telling you. Yeah, it travels down the leash. Yes. Last night when I was crying, like Daphne, she was like, you know what I mean, making noises and stuff. So she knew I was upset. Like, they can detect they can detect if you're going to go like low blood sugar. They can detect diabetes, heart issues. It's crazy. Liability, yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's a fine line there, right, Jules? A fine line. I completely, especially in California, like, they're so like, All right, this next part says behavioral analysis, right? Here we go. The suspect's behavior aligns with several established indicators and homicide profiling, particularly post-offense involvement, control seeking, and image management, right? Public's engagement. The suspect's decision to appear at a press conference and participate in searches reflects an attempt to control the investigation's narrative and monitor law enforcement progress. This is the characteristic of an organized offenders with narcissistic traits who derive satisfaction from manipulation and perceived I cannot freaking talk today. Supporting. I cannot talk today. Like, sometimes words that I've been used, like, I'll just forget like how to say it, and then I'll be like, oh, you say it like that. Deceptive nonverbal cues. His habits of covering or touching his face when discussing the victim suggest psychological signs of stress or guilt, particularly when lying or suppressing emotional leakage, inconsistencies and overcompensation, repeated contradictions on his account, coupled with exaggerated claims of affection, implying cognitive dissonance. between his actions and his public persona. Overstating love for the victim may serve as a defensive strategy to deflect suspicion. Control and knowledge. His questioning of investigators and correction of public information suggest a need to assert intellectual dominance and maintain a sense of control. Offenders of this type often believe they can outthink authorities. Language used, referring to the victim in the past tense prior to the discovery of a body, is a linguistic indicator of guilty knowledge. A subconscious admission that the offender knows the victim is deceased. Manipulation and victimhood. When confronted, the suspect's tendency to portray himself as a victim and consistent with narcissistic and antisocial personality structures in which the accountability is externalized and blame is projected on others. And then the statement analysis of this. The phrase, "the police won't find the body on my land," may represent either a taunt or Freudian slip, indicating both confidence and underlying awareness of evidence location or disposal, Psychological profile, and it says gender, male, likely 30 to 50, personality traits, narcissistic, manipulative, controlling, emotional, volatile, antisocial, personality disorder with narcissistic features, probable disorders, substance use disorder, cognitive features, self-justifying, deceitful, grandiose, limited empathy. So let me just, okay. So this isn't she's not, what is that word, guys? Like, this is just her analysis. This is not a diagnosis of him or anything like that. This is just an analysis just off what she's seen, heard, and stuff like that. Who's misbehaving? Shannon and I over here misbehaving. What did you guys do? You guys are in timeout. You guys are in timeout. Flappuccino. What is a flappuccino? You guys are so funny. Okay, what do we call a female teabag? Get the fuck. You guys are bad. You guys are in timeout. Look at your little glasses. Assessment. Yeah, so it's just it's not what do I call it? It's not like a diagnosis. It's just, you know what I mean? Assessment, I guess. My fucking brain stopped working. I swear my brain will just freeze sometimes, like when I'm reading. All right. It goes on to say risk factors for this type of person: history of domestic abuse, impulsivity, substance misuse, and violent tendencies. Post-offense behavior: seeks attention, manipulates perception, inserts himself into the investigation. Offender typology: based on the crime dynamics and behavioral patterns, the suspects corresponds closely with the organized power control. Offender type: such as individuals plan aspects of their crimes, manage appearance, and derive gratification from exerting psychological dominance over both the victim and investigators. They are often socially competent, but emotionally detached with limited genuine remorse. Ooh, that's a lot. Girl, profiling. There you go. Man, that's a lot. It's good, though. It's really good. She does a good job at this. Holy moly. I'm like, all right, let's see. I want to read the rest of it here. All right. The next is investigative recommendations. It says re-examine inconsistencies in suspect's timeline, which we all have, right? This is why it's so freaking hard right here. Because when you go back to the timeline, it's freaking different every time. I want to ask you guys a question. Do you guys know exactly, without questioning yourself, where was the pink blanket found? Without questioning yourself. What road and where was the pink blanket found? I want to ask you guys that question. And it's not a stupid question. I just want to hear you guys write in the chat where it was found. And for those in the weeds or the bushes, come in and chat with us. I want to hear what you guys think too. Where was the pink blanket found, guys? I want to hear. Isn't it a great question? Pretty sure. See, pretty sure the pink blanket was found in a tree. Thank you. I want to hear everybody. I want to hear everybody's in the woods. That's all I got. But can anybody in here absolutely feel confident where the blanket was found, and like on what side of the road and stuff, right? Trash, a mile from the house. See, a mile down the house is like around the corner, right? Like in a tree by the road. Flappuccino row, LOL. 6 feet in the air, right? So if you guys remember when this case first started and this blanket first came out, it was first said that the blanket was found on Landsdowne Station Road. Remember that? Yeah, Landsdowne Road and a tree where the pipeline meets Landsdowne Road. Thank you. Yeah, first it was Landsdowne Station Road, and then it turned to Landsdowne Road right on the corner, like literally right on the corner, right? Yep. And then it was down there by Earl, the last place, I think, down there by Earl Martell's house. Then it was found, the pipeline, the boots were always found on the pipeline. But then I want to take you guys, let's go to the map real quick, because it changes. It changes all the time. Up by Dan's father's place, the first street after his house, up on the right side in a tree 6 feet high. Thank you, Eclipse. So remember how it changed so friggin' much, right? So much. Okay, let's go over the maps real quick. I want to go over the maps, because for someone that's been following this case since day one, and other people that have been following this case since day one, it's fucking crazy. Excuse my language. Yeah, and a smarty pants. It's crazy how much it has changed, right? It's absolutely baffles me how shit's changed so much. Okay, so let's go over to our house. Let's go to Mr. Martell's house, right? Take me there, man. Take me there, man. No, you didn't take me there. All right. Oh, gosh, something's biting me. Eek. All right. We should be right at... Ow. Can you please take me to where I ask you? Oh, I hate this stupid thing. Hold on. I don't want the measuring tool. I want you to freaking take me here. I don't know why this stupid map is being ridiculous here. All right, whatever. I'll find it my dang self. It's somewhere over in... nope, that's not it. Hold on one second. Good grief. Sorry, guys. This stupid thing's driving me absolutely insane. Can you please close? I was way down there, guys. Way down there. Okay. So I have this pulled up right now. We know that's Janie's property. Oh, man. Janie's property is right here. This is Janie's property, right? This is a simple map. This is Janie's 2.3 acres right here. Then you got the neighbor next to her that has logging rights. There's a logging rights to this land here from Scott Paper. Then you have this property here, which is 6 acres, which has what? You guys remember? Has the church. It has the church and the little cabin on it, right? You guys remember that? You guys remember that? Okay. Now we have down this road, we have, see, now when I first saw the blanket, I thought it was right here. I thought the blanket was found right here, right? I'm going to do the satellite so I make it easier. From my understanding, I thought the blanket was found over in this area, right? Real close. It was like a mile away. Then it ended up somewhere over here where this train track was, and Janie was showing some kind of like, it's so hard to see on this maps, but here's the train tracks, right? What was found on this road here? Does anybody know what was found on this road here? You guys remember? Wasn't there something found on this road? Oh, excuse me, this road. I apologize, not that road. This is the pipeline. This is the pipeline, right? Earl's house is on this side over here. Earl's house is over here. This damn thing will work. And it's actually, is that a, no, that's not it. It's on this side. Hold on one second. Why is it so damn hard to find? I know it's, shit. I think it's across the street over here. It has 2 houses on it or something. You know what? Let's just go to stinking Google Earth because, hold on one second. There we go. Google Earth is better. I can't see on this damn thing. Hold on one second. It'll go right to it. Hopefully it didn't knock my stream down. Give me just a second, guys. I'm pulling this up. 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Screw that thing there. All right. There we go. Oh, come on, work for me, please. I'm not in the mood. There we go. All right, let's get rid of this stupid map here and go to Google Earth. I want to show you guys something. All right. Freaking craziness. Doggo, what are you licking? Jeez. All right. All right. Take me there, please. Thank you. This is Earl's property right here, right? Yes. Yeah, that's what I was trying to pipe into the other one. So this is Earl's property right here. And I'm going to take you there. Right? Now we're able to come on this road. Last time we weren't. So if you look right here, it'll say Martel on this, right? Okay. So supposedly the blanket was found, or the boot prints were found over here. The blanket was found further down the road, right? Correct? You guys remember? Still use a train track twice a day, once in the morning to plant and back in. Thank you, Finding Solace. The sticker was found actually between Janie's 2 brothers' properties. Isn't that kind of a coincidence, right? Mm-hmm. The sticker was found on the opposite road, right? So this is Daniel's father. Then you have Janie's brother that lives down here, and Janie has land in between it. So check this out. We're going to go down this road if the freaking maps will work. Right? I want you guys to tell me when to stop when we hit where the blanket is. You guys tell me where to stop when we hit where the blanket is. I'm watching. Just put stop in the chat. Past the pipeline. What's past the pipeline? The pipeline's back the other way, isn't it? Did I pass it? Yeah, because the pipeline's back the other way. See, I thought the blanket was found back towards the Janie's house. So how is it a mile? This is more than a freaking mile away. This is more than a mile away, isn't it? It's not making sense. So that's what I'm trying to say. So in the beginning, I was told that, oh, here we go. Wait. Oh, that's Martel's house, excuse me. What is that, a tractor? Like a tractor. For sale, it says, but you can't see it from the... Oh my gosh, let me see what the date is on this. Give me just a second, guys. Actually, I think there's only one date for this because they didn't have any earlier ones. So what I'm getting at is, from my recollection, the blanket was found closer to Janie's house. When the heck did it change? Like, it just makes no sense. Look, there's 3 roads. One kilometer away. Yeah. So I need to go back the other way. Oh my gosh. Check that out. What is this? Look at that. That's a bicycle hanging there. Look at that. What the freaking hell? 1027. Who lives there? The link ribbon is on the tree where the blanket was found. Oh. Who lives there? Yeah, I remember the ribbons on the trees. What I'm getting at, guys, is that it's changed so many times. It's just changed so many times. It's crazy, right? Both blanket and footprints between Janie and Earl's. Yeah, no, I remember that it's between Janie and Earl's. But like I said, it seemed like it was closer. First, we heard it was on Landsdowne Station, which just could have been a mistake. And then it changed, right? And then it changed to like right around the corner. It's just so much. It's just crazy. I wonder who lives down there. There's like a little... Wow. This is oh, that's still Earl's property. Look. I think, isn't it? I don't know, I can't see. All right, let's go back. But what I'm saying is, it's just changed so many stinking times. It's aggravating. But yeah. Martel, there you go. There's Earl's house. The blanket was closer to Janie's. That's what I thought. Yeah. But it's changed several times. And it's frustrating. It is so frustrating. That is Earl's house right there. Right? So if we continue along here, I thought the blanket was found on this side of the road. Like, it was never a straight answer. That's what I'm saying. It like kept changing and changing and changing. It's freaking annoying. Like what? I don't know. And then you have other children that live in the area too. That could have easily been on that pipeline. And children around the same age as Jack and Lilly would wear the same size boots and stuff. But that's just me. Here's a culvert. I wonder if Daniel checked this culvert right here. Did you check those culverts? Huh? Some pretty good footage from them. They need to look opposite street boot print blankets and Gordon. I agree, Patriot Girl. It was on the right. Thank you, Brian. I agree, Patriot Girl. I believe all that was set up as a distraction. I really do. And remember how Daniel said it wasn't there earlier on? Now, it could have been. It could have been in the tree earlier on, and he just missed it because he was in such a rush, right? And Daniel said he's never been back to this area to search. But yet Janie says that they do go out searching still. Are those is that a Toyota and a Honda? That's not a Kia, is it? Let me see. Is that a Kia? Or is that a Toyota? Toyota and a Honda? So where did this dang car go to? Allegedly. Like, where did this car go? That's a cool little greenhouse, right? Where did this black car go, allegedly, if Daniel did have that black car? See, a lot of people thought Earl lived here. It does look like it, right? I think it's a Toyota, of course. That's a Civic. There is a, oh, look. Is that the same four-wheeler? Look, let's take a different angle at this. That looks like the four-wheeler, guys, that they used in the search. Give me a second. I think this is Ron's house, actually. I could be wrong. Hold on. You know what, Shan? I think that's Ron's house. Give me a second. Chop, shop, and drop. Yeah. I don't believe they searched. I bet they recorded it if they... Yeah, that's... Yeah. Look. Isn't that the four-wheeler, or is that red instead of pink? I can't... It's hard to make out. That looks like the four-wheeler, right, guys? Or am I seeing stuff? I don't think Daniel spoke to Haley whatsoever at the vigil. I do not believe Daniel spoke to Haley at the vigil at all, but I could be wrong. Just because he was eyeing her and they were standing on the other sides of the... It's red, thank you. I'm colorblind with certain colors, like red's not so much, but with like blues and like beige colors, I am colorblind with those. It's not bad, it's just sometimes they kind of like blend together, if that makes sense. Hi Linda, good to see you. Is there a car scrap by Jordan? I'm not sure. Oh, like a scrap here by Jordan? I think we showed that last night, yeah. But Shan, no, that's not Ron's. Okay. Somebody kept talking about this property here. The 1135. They were saying this was Earl's, and I was like, no, that's not Earl's. It's close, but it's not. All right, so we're going to continue to go down this road here. Ugh. Remember, they just took this footage in August. I wonder why. Why now did Google come out here and take this footage when they had never, ever, ever been out here before? Do you think someone sent a request to Google to get footage of this area? Because Jack and Lilly are missing? Did they jump the trees and stuff? Like, for that sounds stupid, but... All right, let's see. All right, let me go down here. Give me a second, guys. I'm looking for something. You're just going to have to bear with me for a minute. This road doesn't have a little bridge thing on it, does it? It's just the Landsdowne Station Road that does, right? All right, so this is, okay, right here. Check that out. Look at the road right there. My dog is making funny noises. Damn. You could literally fall off the road right there. That's crazy. Why is it that? That's freaking crazy looking. Look at that. There's the railroad tracks. Do you guys see the railroad tracks right there? Oh, thank you, Haley. Oh, hi, Ellen Violet. Good to see you. Oh, that's interesting, Haley. I wonder if that's why they got this footage. Did I just hear? Oh, yeah, she's being lazy bum on the bed. She's being a lazy bum on the bed. See the railroad tracks through here, guys? All right. So I used to live by the railroad tracks when I was a kid. It's actually quite relaxing when the train goes by after living. Okay, here we go. We're going down the road again. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Now you can see the railroad track here as we go along. Look. Pretty clear. Like pretty clear. Look. Wow. Pink ribbons right here. Look. Is that them? Look. Yeah, look, guys. Pink ribbons right here. You guys see that? Did you guys see those pink ribbons? So check this out. What was I going to say? I was going to say something I can't remember. Little kids, if they were to walk off, they would have walked on the railroad tracks, guys, in my opinion. You know, like old movies, like when you watch like the movie Stand By Me and stuff like that. Have you guys ever seen that movie Stand By Me, where they're walking on the railroad tracks? When I was a kid, we used to walk on the railroad tracks, right? We'd skip school, we'd go on the railroad tracks and smoke cigarettes or whatever, walk to the store. But that's what we did. We took the railroad tracks and we put pennies, like on, I know that sounds bad. We put pennies on the, yeah, remember that? We put pennies on the railroad tracks, and I don't know why, but we did. But kids walk on railroad tracks. This is not very far, Nancy, from the house. Not very far at all. It's just the next street over to flatten the pennies. Yes, exactly. And so you would think if the children walked off, they would have followed the railroad tracks, right? Because I'm sure they know what a train is, and they're probably fascinated by them, especially Jack. You would think Jack, being his age, would be fascinated by hearing them all the time and stuff. Look at this right here. This was in one of the videos. Look, here you go. Right there. Ribbons right there, guys. Yeah, it's like one in the morning and one at night, right? But kids would follow the railroad tracks, in my opinion. They definitely would. We used to put pennies on the railroad tracks too. After the train went by, we'd have a flattened coin. Yep, exactly. I don't know. It's just like something cool kids do, right? But I don't know, guys. I don't think the children walked off at all. I don't think they were given to anybody. I don't think they walked off. But I do believe that they are in the woods here. On this side, I don't believe they're on this side of the woods. Oh, my chair is rolling. I believe they're more towards like either the Glengarry station or up there by like the Millbrook Falls and stuff. Not actually at the falls, but like close by. I don't believe that for a minute. You don't believe they walked on the road? Yeah, yeah, me either. So this is where the blanket, right? Excuse me. Every time I drink soda, it's crazy. There you go. Remember I showed footage of this in a video not too long ago. All right, here we go down the road again. On the road again. Can't wait, get on the road again. I don't know the rest of the song, but this chapstick's good. All right, check this out. So I'm going to take you to Janie's, right? From there. It's not that far. Like, we don't even have to go aerial. So we're going. I want to show you. I know some of you have driven on this road and stuff, but I know some of you haven't. Look, we're kicking up dust, guys. We're kicking up dust back here. Railroad track still over here. Here we go. We're getting here. We're almost to 289. Okay, railroad tracks here. You can see them. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Look how close the railroad tracks are now to the road. Why would the kids go on the pipeline? I'm just curious. Why would the kids go on the pipeline for? You know what I want to do? I'm going to take you guys to their backyard and let's look to see. Say the kids didn't leave. Okay. Let's say the kids left, right? They left by themselves, right? And someone did take them. Okay, just for a minute, just think this, right? I want to show you guys something. All right, so here's the railroad tracks, allegedly where Daniel turned around, and the black Kia, right? Potholes. Okay. So this would take us to, there's the black house, look. Black house, right? So someone's taken that trash, that recycle thing. It's because that's moved, I'm pretty sure. All right. Passing the black house. Here we go. Landsdowne Station Road's going to be on our right in a minute. What the frick? That looks like that car. Is that a Dodge or? Hi guys, welcome in, welcome in. We're just looking over the maps. Yeah, for him to walk with a dirty diaper, I agree. That's just crazy. Check this out though. What kind of car is that, guys? Will it show? Oh, it's a little minivan. Okay. Is that Janie? All right. Oh, come on. Check this out now. I've been on wheelies. Okay, so now, obviously. All right, come on, let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. So frustrating when it doesn't want to move. All right, now we're back at Janie's house for the most part. We're almost there. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I want to show you guys something. So think about it, right? Kids, say they're playing in the backyard. I want you guys to picture this. We're just going to look at their house, all right? Say you have somebody sitting over here. Right? How could anybody even see them? It makes no sense. Could you see kids playing right there? Oh, I know. Wait. I noticed that like a few weeks back, those wheelies, someone doing burnouts. But think about it. Like, how could you even see? You can't. Hold on. Janie would be able to hear too. Like, her house is right there. Like, you have this bush, right? The children, it's just crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, let's go up. I want to show you guys something. Oh, it's gonna take me back over to Earl's. Hold on. Stop. All right. Shit, where am I at? Oh, there you are. Okay, nice. It didn't take me. Wait, what road is this? Hold on. No, that's McLeod Road. Shoot. Come on. You can do it. That's the park. Jesus. My brain is fried. I thought I was on it, but yeah, okay. So check this out. All right, what year is this? So make sure. Oh, come on. Don't we have a newer freaking version of this map for the aerial footage? That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Hold on. May. That's stupid. It only goes to May 2024. That sucks. Damn it. But think about it. Janie was living there at this point, right? Oh, it's all freaking blurry. So from May, so the kids had already been there, what, a year? Think about it. They've already been there a freaking year. since this date here, which is May 2024, right? And this is Janie's setup or whatever. But look, the backyard. I want you guys to think about this for a minute. The backyard wasn't even freaking fenced in there. Look, there's no fence, nothing. This is wide open, right? Wide open space. Why the hell, if the kids are going to run off back in May when they had a fence thing set up, why did they run off before when there was no fence? Janie said they never run off before. So why run off now? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make no sense. Now they have this orange plastic fence, right? I want you guys to look. Say someone parked over here, right? And walked up the back. Say they walked up the back and they're staring at the children playing, right? They're hiding back here, watching the kids. Just say a bad person, whatever. And they want to kidnap the kids. Yeah, back garden where their things are to play with. Exactly. So they did have that orange fence, which is very accessible. Like you can get over that, you can get through that, you could cut it, you could do whatever. It, you know what I mean? Bend it down, whatever. It's easy to get over, no problem. But it was up like as a barrier, maybe to say, kids, why did they put that fence up in the first place? The chickens had their run, right? The chickens had their run. Why did they put that orange fence up? I'm curious. They put the fence up for the chickens, not the children, in my opinion. But the chickens didn't run out of the yard. The chickens had their own run. Like that cage didn't run. Or did they let the chick? I know Janie said they, like Malaya said, to put the chickens up, but I thought they just put them up from the run, that small run they have, and then put them in the coop. I don't know. To stop Janie biting visitors. Maybe. Chickens wandering around all the time. Could be. But usually chickens will stay. I don't know. I had chickens wander too. But if chickens, I mean, they're gonna get out of that orange freaking thing. That orange stupid plastic that they put up, the chickens can get out of that. Like chickens are, I mean, like they can get out of shit, right? You gotta like really secure it. That shit that they have up now, that orange shit, the chickens can get out of there, guys. They can definitely get out of there. I need to send you a screenshot. There were 2 sheep who escaped, who were wandering around my neighborhood. 2 sheep? Oh my gosh. Hi, Joy. Oh, Joyous, you got 15 late slips, lady. 15 late slips for you, Missy. It's okay. We're just going over the area. Sheep, you're so funny. 15 late slips for Joyous. 15 late slips. Come to the office. I didn't know everybody was live. I feel bad. Like, I feel bad. Yeah, chickens. So check this out. I have chickens. I used to have 12. Now I have 3, but mine are old and stuff. And one day, this is before I had a fence around my yard, right? And the little suckers, they got out. They were across the street at my, like, well, not really neighbors. It's just across the street, the house across the street, which I know them. So they are my neighbors, I guess. But my chickens were digging up their flowers that they just planted because it was springtime. I'm like, get out of their flower bed. Get. So, oh my gosh, guys, it was crazy. I got them back into my yard. And then I started doing stuff. And I'm like, shit, I got to go to the store. So me and the dog got in the truck and we went to the store. Well, like 3 houses down, which is far because our homes aren't close together where I live. There's my chickens. Somehow they walked a freaking mile and they're in somebody else's yard tearing their shit up, guys. They're like tearing their yard up, right? I said, girls, get back home now. Get back home. So I was like, shoot, I'll just deal with it when I get freaking home because like I had to go get groceries. So I came back. I swear, it's nuts. The chickens were then across the street at this time, like 2 homes down, far away. So I'm out in the road with chicken feed, and I'm like shaking, and I'm like, get home now, get home. And they were running like, you know how freaking hilarious chickens look when they run? They flap their wings. They're like, oh my God, it's so funny. So I had like 12 freaking chickens like running across the street. Like, it was the funniest thing ever. They are so hilarious, chickens are. They're like bird brains. So yeah, the foxes, yeah, they are bad too, Haley. I had one get one of my girls, yeah, like in the beginning of this year. They're nasty, yeah. It sucks. And possums too. Possums will get them too. Yeah, defiant chickens, the asshole chickens, that's what they are. But what I'm wondering though, with this orange fence they currently have, right? I wish I could kind of draw a little line. Can I draw a little line? All right, we'll do this and we'll just kind of draw it like right there, right? Okay. So this is their little fence they have now. Well, it's a little bit wacky. You know what I mean? Like theirs is all jacked up or whatever in the back. So yeah, maybe they had it for the chickens. But that stupid plastic shit that they got, like the chickens can get over that. Fox can get over that. The bear can, anything can get over that, right? It's like a 3-foot like plastic fence. That's what I'm trying to say anyways, because chickens can get out. They sneak under the fence. They do whatever. Oh, huskies. Oh my gosh. Yes, they are crazy. All they do is run. They run. The orange fencing is a snow fence. Thank you. That's what I was about to say. Is a snow fence. Yes, huskies run like freaking crazy. That's all they want to do is run. That's their job, is running. Miss Bartman in the chat said it's a snow fence. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, I just agreed with her. Thank you, Jules. Yes, a very flimsy fence. So yeah, like you know how they do like the like it's like a marker, I guess. I mean, you can use it for whatever, but it's like a marker for the snow. Like we put markers up like on the side of the driveway so you don't fall off into the culvert when you're trying to pull your vehicle into the driveway. I guess to see like how tall the snow is, right? I have like a green one kind of, but it's plastic. I use it. I put the plastic fence over the other fence, the farm fence, because the chickens like to sneak through the little, oh, they're a pain in the ass. But the thing is, like, I feel like that fencing wasn't made for the chickens. Like, I feel like it wasn't. And Janie probably kept her chickens in the run all the time because she's a freak, like with them chickens. You could just tell she's a freak with her chickens. It seems like, right? And I don't know, guys. The thing is, my question is, instead of beating around the bushes, why the hell, like, why didn't the children get out then? And per se, someone snuck around here, right? But Daniel said this is a marsh through here. But I guess you could probably walk along here, maybe if it's dry. But remember, it was all rainy and shit. So that beats my point. Say someone parked over here to bypass Janie and her dog, right? Walked up here, right? And grabbed the kids this way. Think about it. But there would be a trail. It was soggy and wet. You would see boot prints. You would see tracks, right? You would see tracks, boot prints, what have you, from somebody that shouldn't have been there, right? And then also, what if they went the way of the pipeline? Let's look. Here's the pipeline. How the fuck excuse my language, how are they going to get there? How are they going to get to the pipeline? Can someone help me? How are they going to get through all those woods to the pipeline? Can someone please absolutely help me understand this? Yes, there would be tracks. There is no tracks, no boot prints, nothing out of the ordinary from what we were told. Wonder if they fed the chickens. Yeah, I don't know. Super Dan. Yeah, him and his freaking cape. So the thing is, say they left the easy route, left, there would be footprints. There would even be freaking mud, right? If they pulled over here, because you're not going to want to park your car on the freaking highway. Say they parked over here by the marsh, right? And we all know it was wet and muddy, not musty, probably musty too, musty hutch. Parked over here, freaking left, there would be mud prints, there would be tracks, all that shit, guys. I'm not kidding you. Say they took them this way towards the pipeline where they found the stinking boot prints and all that shit. How the hell would they get there? How would you get through this? Somebody please help me. I don't even see ATV trails or anything through that. Like how? It's a fortress. Look, I mean, you could go this way. They could have took the kids and ran around this way. But then again, there would be tracks. And they would have to go right by Janie's damn place. She would hear that. Yeah, the trail Janie took over. Yeah, that's the up to the old road. There was a tree. There was a tree. It wasn't here. They updated it. Maybe. Let me see. There was a tree over here. Oh, excuse me. This Sprite makes my stomach. Okay, so let me see. Let me go to a different. Excuse me. Let me go to a different. Where's the damn tree? It should show the tree. Oh, wow. Look at how green it is there. That's from August 2022. August 2022. When did Jack and Lilly actually move into Janie's place? Do you guys know the actual month and year? Yeah, where did she drag him around? I don't know. That's disgusting. Do you guys know the actual year that they moved in the house, guys? So Jack had his, third birthday party at Patty's. He just turned 5 this October. So say October 2023, I guess, maybe, and then until now, right? Does that make sense? So they wouldn't have been here in August 2022, but they definitely would have been here May 23rd, 2024. So this is just a couple weeks after, a year and a couple weeks after they went missing, or before, excuse me, I lied, before. So the terrain would have looked very similar. It would have looked very similar to what it looks like now when they went missing. Maybe this was like 2-3 weeks after, but it would have been less tree foliage and stuff. But still, how are you getting out of here, guys? How are you getting? Because that's like more trash from Janie and Daniel's house out here or something. I don't get it. That's the question I have. There's just no possibility. I'm sorry. If someone could please explain how the children would wander to the freaking pipeline. That's if they left out of this mess, right? They left out of here, right? Where would they leave out of? Would they go this way? Would they go that way? Would they go that way? In my opinion, somebody took them out through there somewhere, but I don't know. But think about it. There's no freaking way. There's no way. And if someone parked on the side in that area, they would have been all wet. Is that a lake, I wonder? Looks blue. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know, guys. It just doesn't make sense. Any possibility. That's what I'm trying to say. The kids are not going to get through this shit. There's no way. Now, say the kids wanted to go to the railroad tracks. Maybe they heard the train that morning and said, Lilly said to Jack, hey, Jack, let's go follow the train. I'm looking at Google Earth, but the aerial footage is only updated to May 23rd, 2024 on Google Earth. Now the lands, like when you go down a street view, it's updated to August 2025. Unfortunately, aerial footage is not updated. It's this furthest it goes. So say Lilly said to Jack, "Hi, Jackie, hear the train? Hear the train? Let's go see the train, right? Let's go towards the train." Which way would they take to the train? If you were little, you were in the backyard, would you run out this way? Right? It's still going to have footprints because it's soggy. This is like marshy down here, Daniel said. If they went this way through the gate, there's still going to be footprints. Now, the dog did catch some type of scent here, right? But there was no boot prints or anything. There was no tracks. But the dog did catch a whiff of something, but that's because the kids caught the school bus right here, right? Is that someone standing outside right there? It's so freaking blurry. That looks like Daniel standing outside right there. Do you see that? Daniel got caught on Google camera. So say they left. They're like, yeah, let's go see the train. Let's go see the train. There would still, say they walk the road. That's a long friggin' walk for kids, guys. That's a long walk for kids. On the road. On the road, right? Say they walked without anybody hearing them out to here. No trace, no trail. And what if someone stopped? They saw them. They said, "Kids, what are you out here doing? Why are you walking?" Nobody caught them? Nobody caught them? Well, the RCMP sure as hell don't think they've been abducted. Well, let me rephrase. They said they don't have any evidence of an abduction. And they honestly believe the children are out in these woods here. You know, I look at these maps and I think, like, am I looking at an area? Is it sticking out where these two children could be? Like, looking at this map right now, could these two children be in this area right here that we're looking at? Right? It's kind of freaky, right? To think that we could actually be looking at them somewhere right now on this map. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I don't think that they walked off. I honestly don't. And the RCMP wouldn't have sent, they wouldn't have sent dogs out here. They definitely wouldn't have sent human remains dogs out here, guys. I don't know. You guys have any questions? It makes you wonder. It does make me wonder, Joyous. It's absolutely crazy. Joyous, you missed my new intro. More like they beamed up by aliens. Yeah, that's what it seems like, right? No, I don't believe that. Well, I believe they're in the woods, but not in the woods. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not a lot. I believe someone, I don't know. I believe someone took them in the woods, and I thought the train went at 9 a.m. The train comes twice a day, I believe. I thought it was once a day. I was incorrect about that, but it comes twice a day. Yeah, it comes twice a day. So, Joyous, you don't have to do that. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. She's so freaking amazing. Guys, if you received one of those amazing, awesome memberships from Miss Joyous, please tell her thank you. Oh, I was just messing with you. You don't have to be sorry you're late. I was messing with you. I think it's cute when Justin says late slip. Thank you so much, Miss Joyous. Please tell her thank you if you received one of those memberships. Thank you so much.
Sorry, what?
Oh, shoot. Wrong one. It took all my things off. Why? Here. There we go. Where did you keep underneath it? That's crazy. Here, that's the wrong one. It's a long clap. Such a long clap. You got a whole earth clapping for you. Thank you. They just like nonstop clap. All my little noises are gone. Like my little slot machine and stuff. I don't understand. I got mad at StreamYard. I got mad at StreamYard earlier. They probably took them off. They put me up with 2 lives. I'm like, I'm only one person. How the hell am I supposed to do 2 lives, guys? Like, that's crazy, right? Yeah, it was a long clap. It was like a symphony. Thanks, guys. You guys are amazing. Yeah, please tell her thank you. Oh my gosh, I almost died. I was like, I hit the wrong freaking button. So what is Justin doing right now? He made this awesome intro for me. You guys have to go back if you just came in now. You guys have to go in. I know it was really long. You have to go back in and listen to the intro. It's really cool. I still have to tweak the intro. For some reason, like when I put in certain things, it doesn't want to show it. So I have to go in and fix it. But overall, it's put together. The song is. Hi, Jeffy. Good to see you. Good to see you all. Good to see you. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something. Hold on one second. There was something I wanted to show you. I know you guys are going to freaking hate me, but can we go in and watch? Remember when we were watching Daniel's interview? We never finished watching it. I really want to watch some of it. Oh, thank you, Joyce. I know you're going to like it. It's really cool. I want to show you guys this, and I never finished it, and I want to just kind of go over a little bit before we go out. Hold on one second, if I can find it. He's done so many stinking videos. Oh, that's Dr. V. Oh, she's so sweet. Here, let's see. No, that's not it. Shit, if I can find it now. Let's see. Where is his video? There it is. Okay, let's go over. And I left it too where we left off last time. I'm sorry, guys. Well, we already did half of it. I just want to kind of play another like 15 minutes of it, and then that's it, because I think it's good to watch him, right? To listen to what these parents have to say, because every time I re-listen, I hear new stuff. All right, let me go here. 1 second. Here we go. All right, there we go. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm just gonna put. Oops, jeez. Never worked this before. All right, here we go. I left off. Like, it's been paused the entire time since we played it like 3 weeks ago.
So when is so the next day comes, searchers are out there. How long are searchers in the area searching for Jack and Lilly?
For the first initial search, I think it was like 6 or 7 days. I'd have to look at all the actual how many days they were here for, but it was 6 or 7 for the first initial search, and then they came back the next weekend and they did that search as well. And that doesn't include when the dive teams came in. I talked with those guys after they were done, finished in Landsdowne Lake and some of the ponds and the streams, and they assured me that there was no evidence that the kids were near any water.
Interesting. And your property,
I got you.
I know it was recently searched with the cadaver dogs.
Yeah.
How many times has it been searched by the search team and the dogs, whether it was the first time they were out there or second, third? How many times?
The amount of times the property was searched was, I can't even put a number on it, Daniel, because it was constantly new people coming in and walking through the property. Like, for the whole time, there was just new people coming in. I mean, there's the amount of ribbons I see around, it's in the thousands in Landsdowne.
Gotcha. And so they're coming in, they're searching the property. How long before you're brought into a police station?
I was brought in, I don't remember what day I was brought in, because all the days mashed together. Mm-hmm. But I was brought in by 2 investigators that were originally on the case. Okay. And I haven't seen those guys in a while now. We'll say that.
Yeah.
But those two original guys
Love
took
you
me in,
guys.
and we went into the Stellarton detachment, which is in PICTOU County, not the major crimes headquarters that's in Bible Hill.
Love you guys.
But I sat in the room with them, and you know they bought me some food and some coffee, which we know why that was for, right? Collect DNA.
Yeah.
And
There we go.
you know they never had to ask me for any of that. I was willing to give them everything.
Right.
But
Aw.
yeah, we ran over the
Aw,
timeline
I
the 2
love
days
you guys.
prior, and I drew them a map of everywhere I went during the search, and also we just talked about everything that led up to where I was that day, sitting down talking to them.
And this after that, you and Malaya were no longer in communication?
Yeah, this was after that. Yeah.
Okay. And so, did you drive in there on your own? Did they pick you up?
No, they actually drove. Whenever they needed me, they actually came and got me.
Got you.
Because they wanted to know for 100% that I was coming or not, or so they always came and got me. Like I was with them every day for the first,
Oh, you didn't get one Sunday?
you know, quite a few days. Like I seen them every day. That wasn't my first interrogation though. I wasn't sitting in the Stellarton dispatch or Stellarton department. That was my very first actual audio recording with them. Was the second day of the search
I didn't put this
before Malaya left.
cut.
I actually sat in with major crimes officers and we recorded everything that I did and everything I knew so far up there. I mean, up until they were talking to me.
And
So we actually, during the interrogation at the Stellarton dispatch, we actually went over a lot of the stuff we already did, just so they could cross-reference, right?
And how long were you out there for at the dispatch?
What was
I
that?
didn't either.
How long did that interview take? Was it a couple of hours?
The original one, sitting in.
Joyous, he had some new messages. You guys are gonna have to if you guys came in late, you guys have to go read the messages I read in the beginning of the live. Joyous, you're gonna like freak over one of them. Oops, which one am I?
The major crimes van with them. That was about 45 minutes to
Yeah.
an hour, and then but the actual interrogation, if you want to call it, at the Stellarton dispatch, that one was almost 4 hours.
Yeah, you have to rewatch
Jeez.
it.
That's,
Here, I'll
that's
send
extensive.
I'll send it to your email.
And so you walk in there, they're asking you some
Joel.
questions for 4 hours. Do they ever get accusatory?
No, not at all.
Interview.
I was
question.
completely cooperative with them, and I said like, yeah, we're gonna come and get your phone in a few days. Do you want to sign a waiver? And I said, no, I don't even need to sign a waiver. And I threw in my phone. So
So when did they pick up your phone? Was it that
Oh
day?
my gosh.
no, it wasn't that day. It was actually a few days after.
Okay. And how long did they have your phone for?
They had my phone for about a week, and they actually gave me a loaner phone to use.
Motor.
Well, they had my phone, and then they brought my phone back, and they realized my little SIM card holder wasn't inside the phone. So they said, "Oh, we guess we're gonna have to go back and get that from the tech guys."
Pen.
So I used the phone for an extra few days while they retrieved my little SIM card holder.
Interesting. And
Yeah,
so they had your phone.
I don't know if that was all planned or not, Daniel.
Well,
Oh,
I'm sure they were
God.
listening into the things you were saying on that phone. They'd let you borrow.
Yeah. Well, they were free to listen, Daniel. Nothing was going on.
What?
And so you get your phone back. What all? I mean,
What?
I'm understanding that they went through your text messages,
Where
your
is
bank
that?
accounts,
Please send that, Haley.
your
Yep.
Have it.
locations.
Uh-huh.
What else were they able to access?
Let
from
me
your phone?
look.
Oh, they got access to everything, Daniel.
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
they probably looked. I mean, they had it for over a week, so they could have just looked through everything.
And did they have any questions
Freaking tongue,
referencing what they
Daniel.
looked
Put
through with
the
the phone?
fucking tongue in your
after they
mouth.
gave it back?
No, they didn't. I didn't question them on it, and they didn't question me. They said, here's your phone back. Everything's good.
Mm.
And how long was it between the time that they
okay.
gave you your phone back and the time that you took the polygraph test?
Oh, 24th. Oops. Hold on, let me find it.
I may have taken the polygraph exam when they had my phone.
Oh, okay.
I don't quite remember that. It's hard for me to remember all because usually I'm not
Today. Oh, was in there today?
pulling up date to date, right? So
Give me a second.
So with that, I know you said that, hey, I'm willing to take a polygraph test. I'll answer your
Hold on
questions.
one second.
yeah.
how long from that time that she said, "Hey, I'll do it"? How long was it before you actually sat there in front of the polygraph test?
I'm guessing probably a week, but it felt like longer than that, Daniel. Every day was so long.
I can imagine. Now, kind of transitioning to that polygraph. You go in. Did they give you the questions they were going to ask beforehand?
Yeah, they actually did give us the questions ahead of time. There was actually 5 questions. I don't know why it says in the document so it's 4. There was actually 5 questions they wanted to ask, and then they would throw in questions that they knew that were that you couldn't lie on, right?
This is so weird.
Like, have you ever lost your temper? Obviously, everybody has lost their temper before, so you can't. And then, but you're going to say that you
Why
never
would you
lost
lie
your
on
temper
that?
before, and then they know that's a lie, right?
Yeah.
So they could find your baseline on that. But all the questions, all my questions centered around the death of the children. Are you an accessory to killing Lilly and Jack? Did you murder Lilly and Jack? That's all the questions were based on that.
Those are 2. What are the other 3?
The YouTube channel, I forgot. Yeah.
What they did was just reword the questions,
Oh god.
differently, right?
Did they ask you, like, do you know where they're at?
Yeah.
No,
Huh. That's
no, they were just all on murder or accessory to murder.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything on the murders of Lilly and Jack? Are you accessory to killing Lilly and Jack? Did you murder Lilly and Jack? It's just the same questions, but just
It's ridiculous.
the orientation of the wording was just changed.
Go back here and look.
Understood. And
But I didn't want questions like that. I said, let's do another polygraph, and that's of all the questions on disappearance. And I want everybody else polygraph the exact same way.
so you suspect that they didn't ask Malaya about the disappearance aspect? Just
No, they wanted to rule out death as quick as
It
possible.
looks familiar.
So, because that would narrow everything down. Because if they knew that the children were deceased, that would completely narrow it down. They wouldn't have to ask them this on the disappearance.
Oh my gosh.
So you take the polygraph test. Is there any like questioning after the polygraph?
No, I actually did 3 polygraphs back to back. It took a total of 3 hours I was there for.
Oh, really? 3?
Yeah.
And it was the same questions over
The
and over
same
again?
questions over and over and over. And then they
Yeah.
showed me a piece of paper at the end, and it said, like, it showed you like all the stuff on the
Yeah,
polygraph, and I passed.
The one, yes. Shit.
That's crazy.
And then after that, I was taken into a separate room
We'll go
where I
over
sat
there.
with major crimes officers, and we just talked.
Shit. Hold on. Where is it?
And
I'm
that
trying to find
conversation,
it.
what was the basis of it?
So the conversation after the polygraph,
Yeah.
just chatting with a couple of major crimes officers.
Wasn't about the case in specific.
No, it wasn't about the case at all.
All right. And so, the polygraph test is over. You walk out.
Come on.
How is communication with law enforcement after that?
Is this it?
It definitely improved, but they weren't really hard on me at all, even from the start, because they were so cooperative. You know what I mean? There was a lot of inside jokes, and it was a different experience than I think most people would think of.
Yeah.
They were
And,
actually, pretty lenient with me, like, driving fast in the car on the highway, and them guys throwing jokes out and everything like
I
that.
gotta
It was
show you
a
guys
different
something.
experience.
I gotta show you guys something.
But like, as far as the
Oh,
amount of
shit.
communication, did they, after you
Give me a
took the
second.
polygraph test, did they continue to talk to you
Oh,
the same
yes,
amount,
it is
or
fucking-
did that kind of
Yeah, they
taper off?
continued to talk to me the same amount until about, I would say, maybe 2 months in.
Give me a second.
It was after that CBC interview.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It kind of like tapered off after that, and then in the last
Hold on one second.
month and a half, maybe last month, the officers have only or investigators have only came to me 2 times. Once for the human remains dogs, and once to get all Lilly and Jack's
Oh my
belongings
gosh,
from
you
Malaya.
have to Stop.
Yeah, that's kind of indicative of somebody who, if they suspected you, they want to talk to you as much as they possibly can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want you to
where's
talk as
that?
much as you can.
But you have to
Even if
remember, after my visits with Meadow, I would always stop in at major crimes. I mean, I walk into the front desk of the department. I said, Daniel, you can go meet him around back. Go to the back door where major crimes headquarters is.
Yeah.
So
How are things with Meadow? How are
All
your
right.
visitations?
my visits with Meadow are going pretty good.
All right, we're gonna go over to Facebook. We're going over to Facebook. Sound good? I'm trying to find this one post because I found it on my phone, but I have to find it on the stupid thing here. Give me a second. Let me get rid of this. Oh, wow, guys. I really hope I can find this. Hold on one second. We're going to go over to Facebook. Give me a second. Oh, shit. Remove him. This is nuts. This isn't the one I want to show you, but I'm looking for it. We're just going to go through this. Okay. We're going to read this one first. I found one that starts with, I keep hearing people say that you have told them arrests are coming soon. That's the one I'm trying to find. Next time I'll send you a link with it. No, it's okay, honey. It's okay. Thank you, Haley. This is what I want to show you guys. Not this one, but there's one coming up. This person said, can we look into this? Yesterday, I saw a comment that explained a possible deleted Facebook status of DM. May 2nd, Daniel makes a public plea online for Amber or similar context, and somebody comments, write what you want, I'm still coming. If this is true, it would be hard to get someone who is surrounded by police, RCMP, and media. What sort of debt could a person like you have that will require this kind of distraction? Before you answer, dope. Remember, this is not a movie. Think again. If true, I don't believe threats would have been directed at the kids. Kids protected by code. That's not about the change. This is where they were talking about the status, right? Or am I in the wrong one? Maybe I'm in the wrong one. Shit. Sorry, guys. I'm stupid. I thought that was the right one. Where is it at? I hate looking for something in here because it's... Hold on. How do I go to the newest post? Hold on this. Because usually I read on my phone. Oh, duh. Stupid. Durr. All right. I don't want to look at that. I want to look at this one. It was from 9 hours ago, guys. Hold on. And then we'll go to the one from... Oh, my God. These people in there. Give me a second, guys. This one's fucking crazy. There's so much shit on here. Do people just post nonsense? Is this it? Dean Martell, I keep hearing people say, you guys have to see this. Where is it at on here? Here it is, right here. Here it is. Daniel Martell, I keep hearing people saying, can you guys see this? Can you guys all see this? Search for name Mac. They spelled name Mac wrong. Okay, thank you. And it was today, right? That post was today, right? Yes, okay. Yeah, look at this one. Oh, you know what? I could just click on him and it should show me all the ones he's commented on. I keep hearing people say that you have told them arrests are coming soon, right? Have they told you that handcuffs ready as soon as PBMH search is over? It is you and Malaya who will be arrested in 6 months. I have never heard of anyone else even being implicated. Daniel says, please use your brain for a minute. How would I ever know that? You think major crimes would ever tell me to come on and listen to yourself? The spread of false allegations and false claims run wild with this group. Twisting words and removal of the context destroys the ability to have a coherent, factual conversation. Dang, Daniel, did you go take an English class? It is more entertaining and dramatic to watch my life be ripped apart for your enjoyment. It's sickening. So check this out. I can usually go here and see the last ones he posted from, which makes it easier. All right, this is the last one he posted from, right? All right, it says, please use your brain. And then he writes, hold on one second. Yeek. Is that the last one he wrote on there? Okay, he just wrote on this one, I guess. No, don't trust hearsay. Okay, who is he replying to there? Is that you best you can do? Then why are you saying that then? Why did you tell somebody? He told Charmaine, didn't he? Tell Charmaine she said that. And then I've also heard that from a couple different people. So now, Shan, do you remember me talking about this the other day? About the arrest thing? So now it's being stirred up. Yeah, I agree, Jules. I agree. He constantly comments in that group. Exactly, Andrea. Exactly. I'm seeing if he commented any more in this. Just give me a second, guys. Oh, Christine said bullshit. Okay, I'm quiet, real refrain. Hold on. Hold on. All right, give me a second. Listen, it's not a fucking fan club. Is this the one? This one is from... I think this is the one, isn't it? Daniel Martell, let's say for argument's sake that you were not directly involved in the disappearance of Jack and Lilly. Why is it that you continuously smirk and giggle during your interviews? You even go as far as to convey that you and the investigators are buddies, having laughs together. So I ask you, what could possibly be funny about two children, your stepchildren, vanishing into thin air? What is there? What is the smirk about? What is the laugh about? I'm not talking once or twice. I'm talking many, many times throughout your interviews. You talk about their disappearance so casually, like it's nothing. Can't you see how deeply disturbing and inappropriate it is? For Daniel's fan club, take the time to watch his interviews before you comment. If you can't see the problem after watching them, then I don't know what to tell you. I'll even post one for you before you say yada, yada, yada. Sounds like me. About YouTubers making money. Remember that Daniel willingly participated in this interview and has both audio and visual. It's linked. So that's probably the drunk turkey, right? Well, Daniel got mad and he said, listen, it's not a effing fan club, first of all. He said it's not an effing fan club. Get out of here. The supporters see through the painted narrative of me being an evil person. Most of my supporters have had conversations with me. Supporters? What the fuck? You're not a politician. What? Is he a politician? I'm fucking confused. What is going on, Jules? What is going on? Is he a politician? Supporters. Was he Donald Trump? Get out of here. What is going on? Supporters. Get the fuck out of here. Most of my supporters have had conversations with me and not 20-second clips on the news. The news clips, clickbaity things, I say. They do. I've done around 50 on-camera interviews. You don't see the in-depth look into me as an individual. I am the closest thing to a parent that Lilly and Jack have. You bothered to put 2 exclamation points, but you didn't bother to put uppercase letters for their fucking name. Dude, I raised 90% of all awareness. I've done 90% of the interviews. I put my reputation on the line for the rest of my life, but not for me, but for Lilly and Jack. Again, with the lowercase. I took relentless onslaughts of horrific messages, death threats, and many other things I am not going to speak of. I know full and well of the impact it has on my life, but I do it anyways. I'm not accepting a cold case, so whatever or whoever has the kids and I find out, best of luck. Why do you still believe someone has the kids, Daniel? How does that make sense to you? Like, I don't, how? Guys, how does that make sense? Right? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. What happened? Hold on 1 second. What about the bathing salt? Bathing salt. You got a degree in police and yeah, from Tribune. I know, right? Hi, Diamonds. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, in my opinion, he doesn't believe anyone has the kids. It doesn't, yeah, make sense at all. I agree. It's crazy. Look at the new love emojis. The new love ones. Those ones? Oh, they're cute. I thought you were talking about the Janie love ones. Janie love emojis. All the info. Oh my gosh, guys, this is making my eyes hurt because I need glasses. All the info I find, I always take to investigators. I am the only one keeping the public informed on the case other than RCMP. I'm never going to hide like Lilly and Jack's bio parents. If you're a supporter, I truly appreciate it. A supporter? What the fuck? Sorry, I got too much bubbles in my throat from my Sprite. The supporter. I'm like, what the freaking hell is going on? I truly appreciate it. If that's not... Sorry, I'm fucking kidding. I can't. Thank you, Henry, for writing that correctly. Definitely, I've got to take dinner out of the oven. Oh, okay. I will talk to you later, Joyous. Thank you. And I'll email you with what I showed earlier. You have a good night, honey. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, look, Shelly supports some Daniel's dummies. Where's Shelly? Oh. Oh. She's a supporter. A supporter of Daniel. I'm going to make him some, Daniel needs some of those pens, right? We got to get Daniel some pens, the little clip-ons for his new, shit, for his new campaign.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't have any freaking, I don't have any stupid sounds anymore. They took all my sounds off, guys.
Don't like you. I don't like you at all.
Just don't freaking get it. All right, I'm going to read the rest of this shit. If you're a supporter, I truly appreciate it. If not, that's the way it is. Your heart is in the right place, even if you're not a Daniel fan, because you care about Jack and Lilly. What the fuck? What am I looking at? Oh my god, guys, like, come on. What?
You're kidding, right?
Daniel, what is going on?
You're kidding, right?
What is going on, Daniel? What the fuck is going on? Oh my god, I need a freaking drink or something. I need to go have a glass of wine, and I haven't had a glass of wine in like 5 years. Like, I'm telling you guys, this is crazy. Yes, that's what I mean. We're gonna have to make him little buttons and pens and shit for his campaign. Not sure who noticed already, but DM states he thinks the kids are on the reservation. What the fuck, guys? But when the dog searcher asks why they should look, he says wet, boggy ground. Why does he not say wet, boggy ground? Oh, I didn't hear that. I don't know, Mariska, but that pisses me off, right? It's like the news is holding back. So they have the viewers like sitting on edge, waiting to get the freaking documents. I'm still trying to get into the, still trying to get in to see if I can get them through the FOIA thing, see what's been released. Oh, pisses me off, right? It's not right. I think because they want to keep people in suspense and pay for their thingy. Yeah, this is crazy. Oh shit, I'm behind in check. All right, Diamonds, thank you. What color is the sky, Daniel? Daniel's supporters sky. Landsdowne station, right side. He will be crowdfunding next. What? Maybe a big glass of moonshine. Oh, that sounds good. Have you ever had an apple pie moonshine? Oh my God, it's so good. I haven't had it in a long time, but you just take a sip of it and it's so good. Apple pie moonshine. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It said wet and boggy around the ground. I'm gonna have to listen to that. Where did he say wet and boggy? You probably heard myself and other canine handlers talking about how scents can be. Yes, I remember that too, Jules, how the scent. And that's the thing. The tracking dog that day, it was raining or it was wet. So the dog would have definitely caught a scent if the children, you know what I mean? If it was wet and shit that day. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I would be pissed off if I was the band member or the chief and these people kept saying this shit. I would probably sue them for saying this for defamation. If I was the chief of the reserve up there and these assholes kept saying this shit, I would sue them for defamation. They have all been reactive. Yes, Remy Pearl's dad. Oh, I love that golden star. That's so cute. It's so cute. Junkyard dropped this mother chicken on his head when he was a baby. Yeah, I know. You know what it reminds me of? Of the Goonies. Remember, she's like, I only dropped you once, talking about dropping him on his head. I have orange creamsicle moonshine. Oh my God, that sounds so good, Shy. I've never tried orange creams. Oh, I love orange creamsicle. I had one of those today, like a frozen orange creamsicle thing from Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. All right, let's try to find that one that we were just talking about. Give me a second. So okay, that's all he said there. All right, give me a sec. Oh my gosh, guys. All right, I keep hearing people say, I think this one, is it? Hold on. Did this come from the horse's mouth? No, that's not it. Shit. Dang it, guys. It only shows the last 3 that he freaking... I should have just saved the damn page. Hold on. I felt weird because how do I search? I don't know how to search for her. Hold on. Okay, so I just search in here, right? And then look for Nimmac. Is that what it was? Hold on one second. Is that how I did it? Or Nimnac? Hold on. Oh, fuck. Recent post. Nimmac here. Here we go. Here. How did we put it in there like that? Here, let's put in band. Come on. Here it is. Here it is. This is it. Right? Okay. I found it, guys. I found it. Yes. All right. Is it moonshine illegal in the U.S. or is it some areas, some states, like certain, so they sell it, but it's not like pure stuff if it's sold in the store. Like the alcohol content is not the pure stuff, but people make it, like, you know what I mean? People make it and you just kind of get it from people, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Yeah, it's illegal. But they do sell like moonshine, like in Florida, I know has it, but it's not like the actual moonshine. It's not the same. You know what I mean? All right. Like people in like Georgia, and it's totally legal in Canada. Damn. You would think it would be legal like in New York and stuff because they legalized weed. It's not the Dukes of Hazzard moonshine in stores. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. It's not the Dukes of Hazzard moonshine. Yeah, but like if you know people like that live in the mountains or whatever, they make it. Especially in like Georgia, West Virginia, North Carolina, probably here too, in New York State, they make it. Like in the mountains, they make it, right? like in rural areas where nobody's gonna say nothing, nobody's gonna see something, you know. Yeah. Yeah, marijuana is legal here. You can grow it too. Well, in my county, you can't. Like, you can't. They're freaking like very conservative in the county I live in. Hold on one second. I got a cough, and then we're gonna read this. Give me a second. I don't want to cough in your. I start talking and I can't. In Pennsylvania, yeah. Mary Jane is legal in Canada. Yeah, it's legal here in New York, but the counties. So the counties have the last say, right? Even though the state legalized it, the counties in the state have the last say, if that makes sense. But the real homemade stuff, yeah, the real homemade stuff is the good shit. You'll get a harsher sentence here for moonshine than great. That's crazy, right? Yeah, that's crazy. I knew a man who really made it. Do you want to hear a really cool story real quick? My grandfather, he was a bootlegger. Yeah. I have to show you guys pictures one day. So he was a bootlegger in Kentucky. Yes. And this was back in like the early, 1920s or something. I'll have to get the papers out. But there's a whole paper article on him that he was caught for bootlegging moonshine. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's really neat. Before he went into the military. Yeah. It's very cool. And he got his shit together and then met my grandma. So, and then had my mom, and then they had me. It's a really cool. I have to tell you guys about it. All right, let me read banana pudding cream one. Oh, butter pecan. Oh my god, that sounds so freaking good. All right, you guys are me. Yeah, around springs or water. From the TV, all them ones from the TV shows. Like, seriously, why would you tell like where you're making your moonshine, right? And like do a TV show on it. You're gonna be freaking found. It's still illegal. Doesn't matter if you're on TV, right? Brandy to Timu, drop it off. All right, let me read this to you guys. Okay, so someone said, how did Micmac Chief know to come to Daniels that day? Lilly and Jack were white. I don't know. Prior to notification, I don't know what this. They said 2 white kids go missing 50 miles away. This is so rude. White kids go missing, and here comes the chief. The chief stuck around long enough to observe. Dude, I don't even want to read this because it's fucking rude. Observe in amazement how good the RCMP was at handling the case, or was she gathering? It wasn't the woman chief, right? It was the male, wasn't it? It wasn't Michelle that came, right, guys? Can someone help me out here? It was not the woman chief that came the first day, correct? It was the other chief, right? Or am I wrong? Anyways, I'm gonna read this. Hold on one second. Okay, yeah, this guy got pissed. Where is the one where Daniels replies to? Is it right here? I can't find his reply now. He must have I don't know. This is like a freaking rude. Is this the one, Drippy, that we were talking about? You can talk Millbrook Chief. There you go. Thank you. So wasn't that chief was the one that came, not Michelle, not the one that is cousins with Malaya, right? So basically, yeah, this person here on Facebook was starting shit, but basically saying that they had Jack and Lilly got they were able to, I think that's the one, right? Harvesting organs. Oh yeah, and then they're talking about like harvesting organs and shit. I don't think the chief got the elders counselor. I don't know. Trying to say they were harvesting organs. They took Lilly and Jack for that and then gave them status and stuff like that. Anyway, so this person wrote back. They're obviously a band member. They said our chief showed up because they were born native. Talking about Jack and Lilly. She was there as she would have been for any of her other band members. But Michelle wasn't there. It was the other chief. Kids, not status. D lied about. Exactly. Exactly. I know. I don't even want to read their nonsense. It's fucking stupid. Kids, not status. D lied about that. Exactly. That shit pissed me the freaking hell. Yeah. Poster knows what they are saying is wrong. It's real. And the poster, like, they talk like, you know whose family. Like the rest of them, Daniel, Durwood, all of them freaking people. That's how they talk. They can't hide the way they talk. You can try to hide the way you write and stuff, but you can't. Everybody's got their own signature, like the way you write. That's how a lot of criminals get caught, is by their writing. Because it's very hard to distinguish, like to change your writing up. You know what I mean? Everybody has like a finger, like their fingerprint in writing. And even how hard, like you change it, you could still tell it's that person, right? Yeah. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it is disgusting. It's absolutely freaking disgusting. They go on to say she's a concerned leader, but Michelle wasn't there. It was the other chief, the Millbrook. A chief does not give you native status. One is either born native or not. Our chief is kind and considerate leader. You have no basis for these assumptions. If you are insinuating the chief had anything to do with this, you're mistaken and has a whole community that will stand up for her or any of its members. They were born mimic, get educated with you. You sound ridiculous. And then they put this, Daniel's shit, what I showed earlier, tells media to leave and says Malaya not doing any media. They have a lawyer that's the chief's brother from the reserve. She belongs to Lilly and Jack were granted as soon as the disappearance happened, but were denied. How would he know Lilly and Jack were granted, though? Who would tell Daniel that Jack and Lilly were granted status? I don't know if Meadow, well, if the mom is, then Meadow should be, right? I guess. But I don't know. So Malaya's grandmother and father are full, right? Native, right? And then Malaya's mother isn't. So Malaya's half, I guess, correct? I'm just guessing. So say Malaya's half. Then her daughter would be what? A quarter? If her boyfriend or husband or whoever, baby daddy, wasn't any. Like just, you know what I mean? Wasn't native. A quarter. Yeah. Thank you. Mainstream media confirmed kid status. Yes. Yes. There you go. Mainstream media confirmed kid status. Exactly. And how would Daniel know this? How would he know this shit? He wouldn't. Who the frickin' hell is gonna tell him? Exactly. Dad's First Nations. 1/8. Yeah. 1/4. 1/8. Yeah. And so would that make it where Meadow automatically gets status or no? I don't know. Is the dad's First Nation? Yes, the dad is. The dad, Malaya's father. So looks like the bike. What bike? Oh, you must be back in the live when I was showing that four-wheeler. Okay. Yeah, this shit's just ridiculous. What was said here. I don't think, did Daniel comment on this? Nobody has a criminal attorney. It's a family attorney to see Meadow. Look, I just said this. I think your community should sue Daniel Martell and Daniel Getty or Darren Geddes, aka Darwood, for spearheading these racist, ignorant comments with their lies. I have indeed done damage, I'm not even going to pronounce that, to the reputation and the borders on hate crime. I'd contribute to a GoFundMe to help pay for the lawsuit. I agree. They absolutely should. These lies have completely gotten a hand to those bozos who have the nerve to call themselves victims of online rumors while spreading their hate. Oneida, this person's from New York. Oneida. Some people say Oneida, but it's Oneida. They're a native in New York. So I'm telling you, yeah, I just said that they should sue them. They should absolutely sue them. My God, my eyes are tired. It's bullshit, in my opinion. There's no proof they're on the reserve, guys. There's no freaking proof they're on the reserve. It's just gone on for too long. Non-native communities are whiter than white. Right, Daniel? It's just ridiculous. Saying that crap is causing division between... Yeah, no, I agree. Why? Why do they want to start shit for like that? I don't understand. I think there's been shit going on for a while, though, to tell you the truth. With those, like, with the families and stuff. But I could be wrong. Remember what the retired investigator said? He said that that particular family, talking about Janie and them. You guys remember that? All right, guys, I'm going to head out of here. It's already 8:30. I've been on here for 2.5 hours. No, longer. 6. No, 2.5 hours. Oh, my God, that's crazy. That's crazy. It doesn't seem like I'm on here that long when I'm talking with you guys, though. It does go by fast. And mods, you guys are amazing for hanging out with me. Yeah, you too, trail hiker. 096 Nation, Ontario, and I'm in New York too. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't know Ontario. Oh, I'm embarrassed now. Oh, okay. Thank you, Drippy. That's good to know. Thank you. I just know that because, like, I'm not too far from, well, like 3 hours from there. I go up to the Seneca Reserve by Daphne, eat lots of snacks and drink. Yeah. You know what I was craving earlier when I was talking? Like, I was thinking, like, garlic pasta, but I can't have clams anymore. It freaking sucks. Like, the garlic with butter, with clams, with linguine. Oh, my God. I can't eat clams no more, though. It sucks. I can't have shellfish. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go pick out, get rid of my makeup, but I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for joining me. Sorry the stream was all wonky doodle. Garlic makes me too. Oh my God. TMI, Henry. TMI. Yeah, you guys are great. I have like the best chat in the world. Haley, thank you so much for sending me that. Those are awesome. I appreciate you. It's 1:30 there. Oh my God. Good night, sweetie. Get some sleep. Makes me bacon carbonate. Oh my gosh. That sounds good. Finding Solace, thank you. Good night. You guys are awesome mods. Mariska, good night, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. Diamond, good night. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you all so much. Yes, please hit the like button on the way out. And I will see you all later. Love you, Jules. See you guys later. Thank you, mods. You're amazing. Have a great night, guys. Toodaloos. Toodaloo.